What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't seen the Campfire video that was released this weekend, I will be linking it in the video description below. I'm going to go over everything they covered in this video because there's some big changes coming to Diablo 4 and all of it is prior to Season 1. It's nice to see that Blizzard's listening to the community and giving us a lot of the things that we're asking for. So hopefully they'll be still doing that in the future as for expansions or updates for seasons that we all want to see inside the game. Now, if you've seen the full map of Sanctuary that's been surfacing a lot more lately, though it has come out a while ago and I don't know if it's from Blizzard itself officially, one thing they talked about in their Campfire was the fact that they're working on multiple expansions for the game. Now, we're only 3 weeks into the release, so I doubt we're going to get anything for at least a year. That being said, the map that we have currently in the game technically is about 1/3, if not less, than what the full map actually is. So I am expecting something pretty massive if they are to follow that design. Now, Season 1 is coming mid to late July, and with so many different nightmare sigils, the most annoying thing in Diablo 4 is running back and forth. The way Blizzard aims to fix that is by adding a teleport whenever you use a nightmare sigil directly to the front of the dungeon. The other thing they will be changing is when you make a new character in Season 1, the map will be fully revealed, and you will have all your Altars of Lilith completed. However, this will only cover the first 3 tiers of the renown, so side quests, waypoints, and strongholds will need to be completed. Again, this is subject to change in the future, so you don't even have to do that, but we'll see how that works if and when Blizzard decides to talk about it. The material cap will also increase before Season 1. And they are working on figuring out how to buff resistances to make them useful in the game, but have not figured that out quite yet. They said everything that's going to be released in Season 1 is already complete, so any further changes that we ask for or they come up with won't be happening until Season 2. And the biggest one that is happening is a change to how the gem system works. As of Season 2, they will no longer be part of your inventory and your bank space, but instead will be a part of your materials list, combined with everything else. Now, to finish things off, they said they have a heavy focus on new seasonal content while bringing further quality of life changes. They're also working on a disconnect feature to protect hardcore players from dying when they disconnect, but are wary of potential abuse. They also said that getting higher level caches is a bug, and sadly, there is no teleport to player yet. They will be buffing XP, but not the density, which is a little bit unsatisfying for me personally. And they will be expanding character creation, but right now it is not a priority for them. Now that the Campfire talk is done, there's some changes that I personally want to see to Diablo 4. Now keep in mind, these are in no particular order, however, it is stuff that needs to be addressed within the game. If you are a player of previous Diablo games, you'll know that resetting any type of content within the game basically required you to leave the game and go back in. Now, apparently that seems to be the way Blizzard has made it for you to reset dungeons in Diablo 4 as well, which unlike its predecessors is a open world game. So having to leave every single time you finish a dungeon, and some take about 2 to 3 minutes, having to leave and come back in is a very tedious feature. Everybody wants to see a reset button, and that I think is something that should be on the top of their priority list. There's no doubt that in Diablo 4, PvP has a lot of issues, level scaling probably being its biggest one, as someone who is more than 10 levels higher than you will absolutely destroy you. Diablo has an open world system where when you teleport, exit a dungeon, or enter a new zone, tends to constantly switch the shard that you're on. I think entering a PvP zone could put you into a shard that's within your level range. Now this may not be the ultimate solution, but it would still be an improvement to what it currently is. The other issue I have with PvP is not having a separate skill bar for PvP. Fighting against AI and players is a totally different experience that requires different skills to maximize one's potential. Not to mention certain Paragon boards and glyphs aren't ideal for PvP. I personally want to see the Paragon board gone and have no effect when fighting other players, though I doubt they'll ever be able to balance it properly. The way world bosses currently are in the game almost makes you not want to do them. Not only do they spawn every 5 to 8 hours, but the drop rewards are very unsatisfying. On top of that, we've all seen a Shava or any other world boss go down in 30 seconds. So I think they need a significant boost to both their health and damage, especially in World Tier 4. The other problem is with the Butcher and the Loot Goblins. The Loot Goblins, for one, have no variety, and both them and the Butcher have terrible drops when you do finally see them and beat them. It's almost not worth it, and I think there needs to be a significant buff to both their loot tables. The last thing I want to talk about is item sets, though this isn't something that necessarily should be on the top of their priority list, but it is something I want to see in the future put into Diablo 4. I thoroughly enjoyed the aspect of collecting item sets and their unique looks both in Diablo 2 and 3, and I would definitely like to do it again in Diablo 4. That's going to be it for this video, guys. If there's any changes that you want to see in Diablo 4, let me know in the comment section below. I would like to make a video where all the changes that still need to be addressed in Diablo 4 are talked about. As always, my social media information is in the video description. If you want to talk to me personally, I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.